What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little unboxing of the Moza R9 direct drive bass. I was able to head down to my local micro center and pick this thing up for under 500 bucks with taxes. But you can also find it on Moza's website as well as multiple other sim product dealers. And real quick, first off, let me just start by saying this has been a very long awaited upgrade. We were going on 5+ years now sim racing, running on a Thrustmaster ecosystem for many years, and we will still be running the Thrustmaster shifter and pedal set for now, as you can see behind me on the sim rig, up until we upgrade to the full Moza ecosystem. But to go ahead and dip our toes into the new world, we're going to get started with the R9 direct drive bass. So let's check this thing out. Alright, so now that we have the awkward introduction out of the way, let's go ahead and unbox this thing and see what we got. Introduction manual, bunches of stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? What else do we have here? Looks like a USB A to USB-B cable. We'll find out what that's for here in a bit. Nice little handy dandy power cable. We'll save these bread ties too. Bread ties are amazing for cable management. Screw zip ties. Nobody likes to cut things when you gotta go back. Oh my. Big old power brick. This thing is massive. A lot larger than the power cable that we had with our Thrustmaster. Oh baby. Oh, that thing's got some weight to it. This is the moment we've waited for. Oh, my goodness. This thing is very small, a lot more compact. As you can see, I don't have the biggest hands, but that's very small. Let me see if I can find something else. So here is your standard. I think this is a 330 wheel. Can't remember if this is a 330 or 350. This might be a 350. Yeah, it's a 350 wheel. So shout out to Ryan for letting me borrow this thing so we can pick up one of the Moza wheels. Thank you, Ryan. Also, thank you for letting me drive your BMW and tread tires in your car. Anyways, so as you can see, the base and quick release all in one is smaller than the inner diameter of this wheel. So very tiny. It's got a lot of weight to it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this is the Moza R9, so this is the 9N base, but I think the housing size is about the same size as the R5s, which is very similar to the CSL-DB, so very small base. But coming from a Thrustmaster TX, we're looking at about just over double, a little over double. I wouldn't quite say 3 times the amount, but definitely just over double the amount of force feedback. And obviously a lot more consistent, being that it's direct drive over belt driven. So one of my biggest curiosities with this thing was going to be mounting position. So you can see behind me still is the Track Racer TR8 rig. This is not the TR8 Pro. This is the old TR8, but it still comes with the same base plate. So I've already pulled the base plate off, so we're going to find out here pretty shortly if it is going to work. So as you can see, TR8 base plate. As I said, this is the same as the TR8 Pro base plate. On the bottom of the wheel here, you've got 4 mounting holes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I also wanted to take some measurements for you guys. So as far as width between the 2 holes, we've got just a little over 3 inches. I'd say about 3 1/8 from center to center hole. And front to back, we've got about about 2 5/8. Just to give you an idea for the bolt pattern configuration here. We're going to pop this guy upside down. Set up our base plate. Alright, so now that we've got that on there, it looks like everything does line up perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and drop our bolts down in here and snug this guy up. Now that we've got that guy mounted, as you can see, it is much smaller than what a Thrustmaster or Logitech sits like on here, if you're familiar with those. They usually take up about the whole base plate, so got a lot more room on here. It's definitely gonna open up some space around the rig. And then on the back side of the wheel here, I did not mention this before or show any of this, but you got your power button, your DC input, your USB-B, which clearly is what this cable is for. We've got our e-stop port and our dashboard. If you buy the LED dashboard that Moza sells as well, I believe it's like $150. You can also pick that up at Micro Center. And now that we've got that all configured, let's go ahead and mount this guy on the rig and see what it looks like. Alright, so last and not least, I think one of the last biggest questions I know I have myself, and I think I see a lot of people ask about, is the quick release adapter itself. So we're going to go ahead and peel this little cover back that they have on there from the factory. So the quick release system that comes on the Mozas is a D1 quick release system. So as you see, everything operates through Bluetooth. There's really no contacts. Here there are a few little brass connections, but from my understanding, the wheels communicate through Bluetooth technology between the wheelbase itself and the Moza base. But you can turn off an auto sync setting in the Moza software on your computer, so that way if you're running an aftermarket wheel, it's not trying to continuously connect to a wheel that isn't there, right? But here we have an NRG 2 hub with just a basic Momo wheel. Go ahead and pop that guy on there. You heard the click. Boom. We are good to go. Everything works right out of the box. No special adapters needed. Now let's go get some seat time. For watching. This was my first unboxing video, so I really hope that this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please drop them below or comments. And until then, we'll see you guys on the sim.